What a way to end Hell in a Cell. That was brutal. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Holy shit. That was absolutely devastating. Tonight, I'm going to give you guys the results of Hell in a Cell. The way the night ended, the way that match ended was absolutely brutal. It almost made me want to puke. But before we get to that, we start with the kickoff show as Natalya went one-on-one with Lacey Evans on the kickoff show. The match was pretty back and forth, but in the end, Natalya made Lacey Evans tap out to the Hart family patent sharpshooter, and then after the match, Natalya gave Lacey Evans her own medicine with the woman's right. So to kick off the whole main card, we start off with the Raw Women's Championship as the man Becky Lynch defended the Raw Women's title against Sasha Banks inside the first of two Hell in a Cell matches that we had on the card. This one lived pretty much damn near lived up to its hype, as well as the main event, which I'll get to that in a moment. But it was back and forth, near fall after near fall, chair shot after chair shot, weapon after weapon. Sasha Banks could not defeat Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch in the end made Banks tap out to disarm her to retain the Raw Women's Championship. And then obviously, too, Sasha Banks was just in tears. She was in tears. So, I mean, with the draft coming up, we could see Banks on SmackDown. And then, so next up we had the Tornado Tag match between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan against Harper and Rowan. It was brutal. It was back and forth, absolute dominance by Harper and Rowan. But in the end, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan defeated them in the Tornado match in probably the best way possible. I think Reigns speared Harper to win the match, and then they won. They were gonna shake hands, but they insisted to hug it out. They're not Team Hell No. No, but they did end up shaking hands in the end as a sign of respect, which, hey, I'm all for it. Then we have a match that was made earlier in the night during the kickoff show between Ali and Randy Orton. If you guys did not watch that match, holy shit. That was one hell of a way to counter an RKO. Literally handstanding, preventing the RKO from happening. But even with his high flying skills, he still could not get away from the RKO. And Randy Orton actually gave him props because he knew how good Ali was. So he was like, all right, I see you. So hands down, I know him. In my opinion, I think you guys can agree with me when I say that Ali definitely has a lot of potential. Next up, we have a match that ended in my opinion, ended in controversy. We have Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, or as I like to call them, the Twisted Goddesses, defending the women's tag titles against the Kabuki Warriors. I feel like we're seeing Tajiri here because Asuka hit Nikki Cross with the green mist, and then kicked her in the side of her head to win the women's tag titles with Kairi Sane. I know for a fact that this is not over between Bliss and Cross as champions. I know that they'll get them back at some point. Next up, we have a 6-man tag team match. I thought that it would be OC members Gallows and Anderson against the Viking Raiders, but no, it ended up being a 6-man tag between all three members of the OC against the Viking Raiders and their mystery partner being Braun Strowman. The match ended in DQ when the OC ganged up on the Viking Raiders, but in the end, Braun Strowman did come out on top with holding a fist as a sign that he wants a piece of Tyson Fury. Next up, we have another match that was announced earlier today on Twitter, as Chad Gable went one-on-one with Baron Corbin. I'm not calling him King Corbin. No. He may have won King of the Ring, but he's just Baron Corbin to me. So, hard-fought match, hands down, no doubt about that. But Chad Gable rolled up Baron Corbin to pick up the victory, only for him to get blindsided by Corbin after his interview. And yeah, that just proves that Corbin is a sore loser. A sore loser. Next up, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship as Bayley defended the title against Charlotte Flair. Yet another reason why the Four Horsewomen of WWE have put the women's evolution on the map over the course of the last several years. These two went at it. Targeting each other's knees. But in the end, Charlotte Flair made Bayley tap out to the figure eight to win her 10th women's championship, and Bayley was just she had a tantrum because she brought, in my opinion, I may not like Bayley as a heel, but I know that she did indeed bring prestige into the SmackDown Women's Championship, so I don't blame her for having that tantrum, but Charlotte Flair did it. Whew, okay, now we move on into the main event. I hope that my brother is watching this, because I'm going to be giving you guys the play-by-play as to what happened in this main event. It was for the Universal Championship as Seth Rollins defended the title against the Fiend Bray Wyatt inside Hell in a Cell. So both men enter, and the lights go red as a sign of the Fiend. I was tripping out. I swear, I was tripping out. If you guys saw my photo on Instagram just a little while ago, that match oh my god. Guys, I'm telling you, that match was a big representation of what Hell in a Cell is. Hell. Seth Rollins could not hurt Bray Wyatt. He tried everything. Kendo sticks, steel chairs, everything. Bray Wyatt even brought the same mallet he used to hit Rambling Rabbit. The mallet. And it was a nightmare for Seth. I'm telling you guys, it was a nightmare for Seth. So what he did, he literally gave Bray Wyatt like what, 10, 11, literally over a dozen stomps. In my opinion, I believe it was like over a dozen stomps and a pedigree. Not even that. Not even those would keep the Fiend down. So he used the ladder, he used the steel chair to hit Bray Wyatt. He even used a toolbox. And Seth knew he could not pin Bray Wyatt in that state. So he brought out the one thing, oh my god, the one thing that I did not think he would use. A sledgehammer. And the referee was like, dude, no, this is not you. And Seth would just decked Bray Wyatt. The referee had to stop the match. And we all thought that Bray Wyatt was done. We all thought Bray Wyatt was done. But Bray Wyatt rose up and gave him a mandible claw. Not only that, but he hit Sister Abigail, not just on the padding on the floor, but hit him on the exposed floor and gave him a mandible claw so devastating his entire mouth was bleeding. I believe maybe the like when you hit the mandible, it's like right on the tongue, I think. I don't know, but Seth's mouth started bleeding big time. I don't blame the fans. I honestly don't, but the referee had no choice. So I honestly don't know what to make of it, honestly, except that that match was absolutely brutal. Yeah, I just don't know. That was the most brutal Hell in a Cell match I had ever seen in years. Years. And I believe the last time I saw a match this brutal, I think was 2006. Unforgiven 2006, DX versus Vince, Shane, and The Big Show. I believe so, because that was when Triple H had hit Vince with the sledgehammer across the back, breaking the sledgehammer. So, yeah, that was brutal, but this match took the cake. And it probably ate it too. Anyway, guys, those are the results, but before I end this video, I want you guys to comment below if you guys have Dish and if you guys are experiencing this. For those who have Dish and Sling TV, yes, we did get Fox back, but for some reason they cut it off. I don't know why, but for some reason they did. And I found out on DishPromise.com, it said that that they had came to a multi-year deal with Fox Corporation, and so now we as Dish customers will be getting Fox Sports 1, whatnot back. But again, at around like 3 or 4, it just went off. For some reason, I want you guys to comment below if you guys are experiencing that, and I would like to know why. I don't know if they're still trying to finalize the deal or something like that. I honestly don't know. I just hope that it gets fixed permanently so I can watch SmackDown this Friday. Otherwise, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do. I may have to watch SmackDown again on YouTube, which will probably be another brutal night. But yeah, so again, comment below if you guys are experiencing that, and let me know why. But with that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. I don't know. I can't wait to find out what happens tomorrow on Raw. We'll see what happens. If you guys enjoy, smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.